Yeah. All right. Yeah. What's good? It's your girl MCDC Law from Open Radio. That's open with two ends. Guess what, y'all? We got one of the hottest OGs in the building right now on the platform. OG. Right.
OG Charlie Frank.
OG Charlie Franks. What's going on with it, man?
Oh man, working. You know what it is, working every day, working.
Man, I see you got a nice one with this little young thing.
Yeah, man. Me and Too Short hooked up, clicked up, and put together something real live, something from the Bay to the H time, man. That's real player, you know what I'm saying? Giving it up for, you know what I'm saying?
It's definitely a groove. I mean, you know what I'm saying? People who love music could appreciate what you just did with Too Short with this little young thing.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? We took a trip through the Bay. We took a trip through Sacktown, San Francisco, Diego, everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And they jumped all over. They loved it. You know.
That's what's up. So I mean, being able to create something that the world could love, or you know, the seasoned people could love around the world. How does that make you feel, man?
Man, you know, I ain't gonna lie, it's the joy, you know, because I used to make mixtapes when I was young. Right?
Okay.
So I always got a kick out of putting people on new music and seeing them excited about it as much as I love it. You know what I'm saying? So I love to see people, you know what I'm saying? It's a good feeling to see people appreciate the work you do, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Well, that's what Open Radio is all about, is being able to expose people to what they haven't been getting when it comes to seasoned music. Right. You know what I'm saying? When people know how to get in the lab and put something together that the people can enjoy and make them move. Right. You know what I'm saying? I love being able to expose that to people, OG Charlie Frank. So with that being said, like, how long did it take you to actually get this cooked up?
To actually do this, to do this record, it actually didn't really take no time. You know what I mean? Because we already had the relationship with Short, you know what I'm saying? Through Face and my boy Rico, you know what I'm saying? So, but this go way back. Like Short been fucking with South Acres and fucking with the hood for so long, and you know, Short has been my favorite rapper forever. So, you know what I'm saying? The time was right, everything happened, and boom, put it together.
For the people that don't know, that will be seeing you on this platform, explain to them exactly what back in the days mean for OG Charlie Frank. Like, where you coming from?
Oh, I'm talking about like the 90s. I've been doing Short. We've been doing Short since the early 90s. What, 93, 94? Shit like that. I'm talking about this was in the Screw days.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you know, Too Short. You know, when we used to go up to this old man record store. This when the mom and pops and stuff was still around.
Yeah.
And I remember when the West Coast music started circulating. Okay. And Too Short had a CD called 75 Girls, and then he came with the Born to Max CD.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that was one of the first records me and my partner had ever, you know, we fucked with Slow Down or whatever.
Okay.
And so I've been on Too Short ever since he first came out. Cause I like Blowfly and I like Dolomite.
Okay. You know, so with that being said, OG Charlie Frank, like, how important is it to have a business relationship that comes from so far back? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know, that's I ain't gonna lie, that's sacred. Like, you know what I mean? Some relationships are sacred.
Right.
Some things should be kept sacred, you know what I'm saying? Friendships and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some things you shouldn't just be easily thrown away. You know what I mean? You know, you got good relationships, good friendships, you know what I'm saying? Everything ain't just replaceable.
Absolutely. I agree with you on that. Well, the time and, you know, the day and age that we living in right now, you see people fucking on friendships and, you know, quality people as if they come around often.
Yeah. That's why, you know what I'm saying, you got to be very selective with the people you fuck with it, and you got to be very selective who you give access to you, because, you know, a lot of people don't have an appreciation for the person you are or what you got to offer. So you can't extend that to everybody. It ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. So with that being said, like, how was it growing up for you in music and being able to touch so many people over the years?
It just, you know, I just it's just a natural thing, you know what I'm saying? It's a natural occurrence for me because I've always loved music, you know what I mean? So, and I always get a joy out of seeing people feel good, you know what I'm saying? So when we're in the crowd and we rocking and we having a good time, y'all, the crowd having a good time, but I'm just as having as much fun as you having, you know what I'm saying? So we all having a ball, you know, so it's a party. So I love that. I get enjoyment out of that. And I guess the day when I don't feel and I don't get enjoyment out of that, which that'll probably never be.
Right.
And I'll probably
just leave it alone.
Yeah, I'll probably leave it alone. You know what I'm saying?
I can get it. So, you know, growing up, you see older men with younger girls or older women with younger men. How did this song come into play? You know, Lil Young Thing with that, you know?
You know, one thing about it, people got to understand, kings have always had young women.
Okay.
They've always had concubines.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So kings have always, you know, older men get younger women, so when he get older, he got a woman to take care of him. Okay. You know, you older, you get a woman and she old, y'all just as old, you know, y'all barely can take care of one another. You know what I'm saying? But that's all, this has always been a thing. You know what I'm saying? See y'all when in Western philosophy. You know what I'm saying? You know, but in the real world, in other regions of the world, it's okay for a man to have, you know, is when men and women can take care of. Right. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a problem. It's just this philosophy, this Western philosophy. You know what I mean? Make you feel like there's something wrong with you having 2, 3, 4 women. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with you having 3, 4 women. If y'all all right with that.
If y'all all right with that. Y'all heard OG. You
feel what I'm talking about? If y'all all right with that, who is the next motherfucker to say, oh, they out of line, they should, you know,
I mean, but back in the day, you know, Papa was a Rolling Stone. You feel me? So is that what it means to be okay with what you have going on? You know what I'm saying? Having multiple homes and stuff like that.
You know, Papa was Rolling Stone now. You know, Papa Rolling Stone. Now that's niggas just going around, babies taking off and ain't taking care of their babies.
Okay.
Now that's something totally different. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now
break it down for the people that don't know OG Charlie Frank.
See now, Big Papa and Papa was Rolling Stone, 2 different things.
Okay.
Big Papa gonna take care of everything that's here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And Papa was Rolling Stone. I mean, you just rolling along.
Okay.
But you know, Big Papa gonna take care of everything that's here. So whatever is his, that's it. You know, that's his to maintain. That's part of his nest. He gonna take care of it.
That's what's up. So, with this song that we're pushing right now, you know, for the people, which I feel like is definitely a group, I could definitely, you know, ride to it. I could go to the club and request it. You know what I'm saying? It gives you that all around feel of good music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What's your goal for this song?
Oh, my goal for this song, you know, I want this to be a global occurrence. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to be able to join into the festivities. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a festive thing. And you know, a young thing, you know, a lot of people, you know, what your perception of young is, you know what I'm saying? Like, young, 50 is young.
Right. I believe so.
You know what I mean?
I believe so.
You know, so young thing, it's just not based on somebody that's 23, 24, you know, something like that. Young, dying at 40 is young.
It really is.
Dying at 50 is young.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? It's only until you get into that old age and you get past 70 and stuff, you know, then you start to, you know what I'm saying, you start to be a little older.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But then at the same time, you still are elder when you get to a certain age, but young. 40, 50 years old, that's young to pass away or something like that. You know?
All right, speaking about the little young things, what you be liking about them young things?
Young thing.
Yeah.
Young vibrant thing.
Y'all better know what he's saying. I know y'all know what the OG's talking about. Come on now, don't act like you ain't even been on either side of the spectrum. Really? You either been an OG with that pretty young thing, you feel me? Or you've been that girl with that sugar daddy. So don't even act like you don't know what's going on.
Look at that. Don't do that now. You touch it.
Look, I come from New Orleans. Of course you got your sugar daddies.
They keep some sugar daddies. They keep some sugar daddies.
Exactly.
Girls be so sneaky.
I mean, but growing up in New Orleans and when it comes to the sugar daddies and stuff like that, like I learned that a man of an elder age knows how to carry himself. You know what I'm saying? Coming with his brim.
Right.
He's coming with his cologne.
Right.
He's creased up.
Right.
His fingernails is clean.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Coming like these little boys that be coming some of these days. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I want the females to understand, like, it's okay if you had to go that route or if you had a sugar daddy. It's okay. So I can understand where you're coming from when it comes to the young.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And see, so everybody run their thing different. You know, a lot of times, you know, young females, they like older men because older men are more seasoned when it comes to relationships and just being real.
Right.
And just communicating and,
yes.
and agreements and arrangements. Things like that.
Absolutely.
So, you know, we more upfront and you know about what it is we got going on.
You got time to be on the bush.
Now, you know, younger guys, you know, from high school or whatever, they feel lying is the best approach.
Right.
To get a woman, you know, they'll lie about what
Absolutely.
it is. And women, you know, I think that's the biggest thing that women can't stand is to be lied and made a fool of.
That's the one.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the one.
Just don't make a fool out of it.
That's the one right there.
Now you can keep it 1,000 with me, and we can kick it. We can be cool. We can do whatever. No, we keep it at 1,000.
You gotta understand.
But you know, it's when you start making a fool out. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, how long has the project been out so far?
The project been out like 6 months. 6 months, but we just
brand new, baby.
Yeah, it's brand new. So the thing is like, but we just been pushing the line on the video like 3 months because. It took us a little while to get everything together and do the video.
Okay.
So really, in actuality, it's been 3 months since we really just been really going hard.
Man, how fun was it making the video? Actually being on set with Too Short, one of the greatest.
That was a golden moment for me. You know what I mean? Because Too Short, my nigga, and that nigga was like Too Short. He was cool. And you know what I mean? And he was just Too Short.
I mean, when you think of Too Short, you can't think of nothing less than a good time.
Yeah.
When it comes to music.
Yeah. And you know what? Some people, when you meet them, they be who you think they are. Then a lot of times you meet people and you be like, damn, that motherfucker ain't nothing like I thought he,
Okay.
But Too Short, 1,000. You know what I'm saying?
Man, if it was anything that you could give the people on who OG Charlie Franks really is when it comes to music, go ahead and bless the game because they need to know. My music is me.
Everything you hear on my record really is me though. Like the street player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being a street player, it's more so about how you carry yourself and how you conduct yourself and how you move.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It ain't about just fucking a bunch of bitches and doing this here and that. It's just about you and your order and how you carry yourself and conduct yourself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And how you move. Like some people move real reckless.
Yeah.
And they say they're a hazard to themselves and a hazard to everybody goddamn else. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, being a street player, you know what I'm saying? You got to, everything is calculated. You're paying attention to everything.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
A thinker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thinking man game.
I got you on it. Yeah. I understand that.
So when you listen to the record, that's what the record reflects. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And more so, like the song, The Golden Dawn, the first song, the intro.
Yeah.
When the record comes on, the song is about manifestation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's about game. You know what I'm saying? Because this game is like magic.
It is.
You feel me?
Very much so.
Because, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what you visualize and what you can conceive mentally, you can bring it to fruition in this existence. You feel what I'm saying? So this game is like magic. You know what I'm saying? So that first track, that's what that's about. It's about the game, the manifestation, manifestation game.
Okay.
And even with the game, it's all, it's magic. It's beautiful.
That's what's up, OG.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot that has been going on in the news, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to our athletes, not being able to perform, having certain things stripped away from them, you know what I'm saying, because it's somebody in the boardroom that doesn't look like us, you know what I'm saying, that's calling shots. How do you feel about certain situations that's been going on with us as a whole? as a people?
My thing is, see, I ain't gonna lie, one thing about me, like I say, I'm an analytical person.
Okay.
Right? So I analyze from what happened to my ancestors in the past.
Yes.
What happened to my ancestors, recently.
Yes.
And what's happening with us right now. So, for as I'm concerned, if this haven't changed in over 600 years, all that 400 years shit is way back 400 years.
Right.
600 years. If this shit ain't changed in 600 years, what do you think is gonna change? Or do you need to change?
I feel like we need to change.
Yeah, you need to change.
Yeah.
And so the thing is like this. I feel like black people really need to understand that you basically need to be separatists out of necessity. Not even out of hate, but you need to be separatists out of necessity. Because you're talking about an ongoing situation where motherfuckers been conspiring against you, putting crack in your neighborhood, flooding your town, knocking down anything you try to build, killing people who mean progress to you. How long you gonna keep this shit up before you see the play?
Exactly.
See, you can't. See, I'm the type of motherfucker. You can run a play on me by 1 or 2 times before I catch you. Okay. And once I catch the play, you can't run that play on me no more.
Gotcha.
All that reverse psychology, talking out one side of your mouth and doing something different, that don't work with me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're not.
You get away with that one time. Now, if you don't honor your word the next time, then you just a bullshit nigga.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And so now they've been playing this game with black people forever.
Okay.
And black people still want to play this game. I don't want to play that game.
Not at all.
You can't promise me a goddamn thing.
Indeed.
You know what I'm talking about? Yes, sir.
So when it comes to our youth and the people, the youngest that's gonna see this, OG, what is it that we need to start doing?
You need to get back to being masters.
I don't hear nothing else after that. You said that right there.
Yeah.
But I definitely want you to go ahead and let these people know where they can follow OG Charlie Franks, where they can get this new single that's hot, you know what I'm saying, featuring Too Short. Let them know, OG.
You can follow me on Instagram at OG Charlie Franks. That's OG Charlie Franks, one word. OG Charlie Franks with an S. Charlie CHARLIE. Charlie Franks FRANKS. OG Charlie Franks, one word.
The music.
On the music, you can find the music on Apple Music. You know what I'm saying? You can find the music on Apple Music, Spotify. You know what I'm saying? The video running on BET. The song is in rotation on Shade 45. They picked it up all across the world. Bangkok, Finland, London, the Bay, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So the record is hot. You know what I'm saying? And, it's a shame my hometown ain't just jumped down with my record like they're supposed to. But anyway.
They eventually gonna get it because the one thing about me, I'm from New Orleans. When I go home, I like to hang out with my aunties. I like to go to the hole in the walls. I could definitely see this being spread around the state of Louisiana. So, you know what I'm saying? If y'all see this, OG Charlie Franks, okay?
Yeah.
Pretty young thing.
Yeah.
Featuring the one and only.
The one and only, the icon, the boss of the Bay, man. Nigga Too Short, man.
Too Short, yo,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
So I really like the album and I like what you did with it. And I thank you for coming to touch this platform. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So with that being said, y'all be easy. I'm your girl, MC Niecy Love.
Be easy, don't be cheesy, and don't be needy, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Bye, y'all.